Hey, Grant.
Hi.
So we're talking about Tennessee Double Barrel today.
Double barrel. So good. So rich and velvety and so decadent.
Yeah, whatever. So why don't you come sit over here? I don't know why we have two stools.
No, that's Grant's seat.
What? Grant, come sit over here.
That's Grant's seat.
What? What? Tim?
Hey, Grant.
Double barrel? Let's do this. Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Grant, and this is Chattanooga Whiskey Between the Barrels.
So on today's episode of Between the Barrels, we're going to be talking about Experimental Single Batch Series 10, which is our Tennessee Double Barrel. Grant, Tennessee Double Barrel, sounds fancy. What's special about a double barrel?
Well, the easiest way to explain Tennessee Double Barrel is to count to three. It's one Tennessee high malt whiskey, barreled twice into three different finishing barrels.
Three different finishing barrels. Three different whiskeys just from the finishing barrels. So what's so special about those finishes, Grant?
Before we get into the finishing barrels, let's talk about the first barrel. And in front of us, we have an opened up barrel for you guys to see. It's charred on the inside like most whiskey barrels are. And that's where our whiskey gets a lot of its flavor and all of its color.
Fantastic. Well, what else is so special about it?
So as distillers, we're actually able to pick how much we want our barrel to be charred. Number 1 char is the lightest char we can get. Number 4 is typically the highest char we can get. And usually the higher the char, the more rich and sweet the characteristics you get from the barrel.
Sounds amazing. So what about that finishing barrel?
I got this one, Grant. So the second barrel, the finishing barrel, is actually toasted before it's charred, sometimes for almost an hour. If charring is like searing, well then toasting is kind of like slow roasting. And depending on the time and the temperature, the difference from one barrel to another barrel could be wildly different. Some toast profiles might be really spicy, like a chewy, rich cinnamon roll. Others might be really fruity, like a dense, decadent fruitcake. Oh. And others might be real confectionery, rich, creamy, like a crispy cannoli with cream in the middle of it. A creamy creme brulee. Oh, my mouth is watering.
Yeah, so I think what he's trying to get at is, rather than just use one barrel, we decided to use 3 different barrels for this experiment. And we asked our friends at Independent Stave to give us 3 different finishing barrels, all with different toast profiles, which results in 3 completely different whiskeys.
So this dude is like you, but a different profile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. I don't like this.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's too bad.
So in your glass, you've got profile 11. In our glasses, we've got profile 31. What do you get out of this one?
So good. It's like grandma's cookies.
It does smell like grandma's cookies.
That's great. It's great, Grants. So, Grant, is this the last time I'm going to be able to get Tennessee Double Barrel?
Actually, no. Barrel 75, last Tennessee Double Barrel in our cellar, released in May, and it's the 9th in our series of 10, our road to Tennessee High Malt.
So, the second to last, and the last is barrel number 91, the last. And that is our next Between the Barrels episode, which I'm pretty pumped about. And it's just going to be you and me and not this guy. So, hey, cheers to another great edition. Cheers.
Cheers.